Yeah, no, I mean, I remember like it was yesterday. I was driving from Chapel Hill to Charlotte. I had already taken the job, and I think I'd been here for like a week, and I was driving back to Charlotte with my second load of, moving truck brought everything, but then you know how it is when you move. There's like all these little things that you don't want to put in the moving truck, so you put them in. I put them in my car, and my car is packed like literally like stuff's like all up like right up on me when I'm driving. It's like one of those moves, and so I'm driving. It's like driving from Chapel Hill to Charlotte, and it's probably like 12:30 in the morning or so, like getting close to 1 o'clock, and um, I think any coach, whether no matter the sport or anything like that, I think when you get to a new place, I think you have a vision for really how you want things to look and feel within and around the program. At least that's kind of how I've always been. And so I'm thinking about I followed Coach Hibbs and Coach Gary Robinson, and those and the Charlotte program for really 30 years. Growing up in Charlotte, my family moved here in 1989, so I think Coach Hibbs got here in the early 90s, around 92, 93, 94. And, so I've gotten to see the Charlotte program, really grow and progress. And um, as a young amateur, and then a college player, as an opponent, and then as a professional player, and then as a coach from 2011 to 2019 at other places. And basically what I wanted, what I was really thinking about is like, um, it was important to me that we build upon the foundation that was already in place, but then expound upon it from the standpoint that I felt like I grew up in Southeast Charlotte, and I felt like I feel like growing up down there, we didn't hear enough about this baseball program and how great it is, and for whatever reason, and so I really, and as I was driving, I was having this thought, and all of a sudden I kind of turned the corner when you're on, either 85 or 77, and you see the Charlotte skyline, and I had the thought to myself that that's what we're going to play for, and it kind of hit me like that's what we have to play for. We have to play for the entire city. We can't just play for the university and the mascot and the school. I mean, you play for all those things no matter where you are. But to me, it was just really important in coming home that we played a brand of baseball that the entire city of Charlotte would be proud of. And so, and with that, it was, you always hear it's about the name on the front of the chest and not the back. And so, I was thinking about kind of that thought, and so I pulled over and I wrote up an iNote, I think the first thing I said was, we want to play for something bigger than ourselves, and then we want to play for this. We want to play for this city. We want to play for this city. We want to play a brand of baseball that makes the entire city, not just the school, proud. And then from that stemmed like the city of Charlotte. I think I just wrote Charlotte. And then looking at Charlotte, I noticed that there was 9 letters for the city of Charlotte, and then that's where it kind of hit me that internally as a program we want to play for the 9 across the chest, because the city of Charlotte is going to be on the front of our jersey and not the back. And so, okay, what does that mean? What does it stand for? And so I took some time and I with the help of Coach Bick and our coaching staff at the time, that was our original coaching staff, we really kind of brainstormed and we talked about different different words that were a part of that spelled the city of Charlotte. And, so we can really like not something that maybe externally would look good or sound good, but really something internally that we could instill in our players and our support staff and our coaches and try to build upon. And so, we came up with the words, there's 9 letters, or there's 9 words. We came up with, character with, for the first letter, which is who we are when nobody's watching, and humility, which is deflecting the spotlight. We tried to make up our own definitions that were, kind of concise and simple, and not necessarily what Webster's dictionary says. So character is who we are when nobody's watching, and humility is deflecting the spotlight, and accountability is pretty straightforward, and R is for relentless with and it's non-wavering each and every day. Loyalty, to everyone around us in the program. O is for opportunity, is in us being appreciative of the opportunity in front of us each and every day. Toughness is the first T, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Tenacity is the second one, and that's mental and physical fortitude. And then E is for enthusiasm, and just enthusiasm for the game, enthusiasm for putting the uniform on each and every day, and when people watch us play, they should see us play with enthusiasm. So that's essentially it. Those are the things we kind of talk about, and everything kind of starts there, and then just kind of spreads throughout. So if we base our decisions on those things, like who we try to recruit to Charlotte and play baseball here, if they check those boxes, which the players that we talk about weekly on this podcast that we're so proud of, these guys that they check those boxes, they live it, and they play by it, and that's probably something here year 4 that I'm really proud of, is that when people come watch us play, win, lose, or draw, that because I'll ask people close to me, it's like even after a loss, it's like and get some feedback, and it's just really important to me that win, lose, or draw, rain or shine, first game of the season, last game of the season, when people pay to come watch Charlotte 49er baseball, that they know that they're going to get something that is worth the time, the effort and energy to go watch, and something that everyone can be proud of.